everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Creations 1. Today we are going to be making a cat sweater and we're going to start that in just a moment. Hi everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Creations 1. Today we are going to be making a cat sweater. I'm using 2 shades of scrap yarn. It's 4-ply medium weight yarn or worsted weight yarn. I am using a 5mm crochet hook, and you're going to need scissors and a darning needle. Okay, let's get started. So for this cat sweater, you're going to cross your yarn. Now, a lot of people start their projects by doing a slip knot. I have never done it that way. So if you are more comfortable with the slip knot, by all means use it, but I'm not doing it. So we cross our yarn over, and we're going to start a chain. We are doing a chain of 50, okay? So here we go. I want you to do a chain of 50 and meet me back. So I've got my chain of 50. So now, without twisting your work, I want you to go back into that very first chain, and we are going to do a slip stitch. Okay, so a slip stitch. Then we are going to chain up 2, 1, 2, and now we're going to work in a spiral for 3 rounds, and we're doing half double crochet. To do a half double crochet, you go yarn over the hook, into that chain, pull through, yarn over, go through all 3 of those loops. That is a half double crochet. So I want you to do half double crochets all the way around. You should end up with 50 half double crochets, not including your chain 2, okay? We're not counting that as a stitch. So I want you to go all the way around, 50 half double crochets. Do that and meet me back. So I have done my 50 half double crochet, and I'm not counting that chain 2 as a stitch. Now what we're going to do here if you're a seasoned crocheter, this may make you cringe or this may make you smile. But we are not going to slip stitch every round. We are going to do what I call spiraling. So we're going to do another half double crochet into that first stitch instead of doing a slip stitch, and we are going to just keep going. Now I want you to keep going round and round in a spiral until you have 3 rounds on either side of your crochet hook. Okay, so you're saying to me, what the heck do I mean? And this is what I mean. So on this side of my crochet hook, I have 2 rounds. On this side of my crochet hook, I only have 1. So when you get to the point where you have 3 rounds on both sides of your crochet hook, I want you to meet me back. Okay, so see, I have 3 rows on this side of my crochet hook, and I have 3 rows on this side of my crochet hook. So now what we're going to do is in the very next stitch, we're just going to do a slip stitch. Okay, we're going to change our color. We're going to chain up 2, 1, 2. We're pulling that white down tight. Now at this point, you can, actually this isn't a white, this is more of a cream. Leave a bit of tail and you can cut that. And if you want to knot it, you can knot it here. Okay, so we chained up 2. And now we're going to do 3 rounds of the purple. And just like last time, when we come to the chain 2, we're not counting that as a stitch. We still want to make sure we have 50 stitches, 50. And there's nothing wrong with counting your stitches, guys. I have been crocheting. I have been a professional crocheter for at least 25 years. And I still count my stitches, and it's okay. Don't beat yourself up if you're counting your stitches. You should. It just means you're concerned about being accurate. Okay, so we're going to do this in a spiral, and we're going to do 3 rounds of your alternating color. So do that and meet me back. Okay, so I've gone around 3 times with my alternating color. Now, like I said before, I have 1, 2, 3 rows on this side of my crochet hook and 1, 2, 3 rows on that side. So I'm going to slip stitch into that next stitch, and I'm going to go back to my beige, and I'm going to use it. Now I don't know if I showed this to you, but I hold it at the back, and then I chain up my 2, and I give a yank on the previous color so it makes it so that it goes right down. Then, like before, I'm just going to give this a cut, and we're going to do 3 rounds with the cream color, and do that and meet me back. So just like I told you before, make sure you have the 3 rows on each side of your crochet hook, and then you're going to slip stitch into that next stitch. Now this will be the last set of rounds we do for the tummy part. So you're just going to do now 3 rounds of your alternating color, and then meet me back, and we'll divide for the back and the chest. We'll divide the stitches. You'll see what I mean. And by the way, I said that this sweater is good for a cat, and it is. It's perfect for a cat, but you can also use it on a dog, or I've even had people use my sweaters on piglets. So it's basically a pet sweater. It doesn't have to just be for a cat. It's just that I made it thinking of my cat when I made it, so he'll be my model. Anyway, keep going. 3 spirals or 3 rounds of the alternating color, and then meet me back. So I've got all the way around 3 times. I'm going to do my slip stitch. I'm changing to my main color. I hold it at the back. I'm going to chain up 2. Okay, now pull that purple tight, and you can cut the purple or your alternating color. Now we're going to start working on rows. So one of the things I'm going to mention is that eventually, now I make all these patterns up, okay? Like literally I'm making this up as we go. So what I do is, if the tutorial does well, if it gets a lot of views and everything, I write the pattern out so it's available. So if you are interested in a written pattern for this, please say so in the comments, but look in the description, because I may have already done it up and put a link for the pattern in the description, okay? So now what we're going to do with our main color is we're going to pick up 30 stitches, okay? 3, 4, not counting that chain 2, 5, 6. So you're going to pick up 30, and you're going to work back and forth on just those 30 stitches for 3 rows. So I want you to do that and meet me back. So I'm on my last stitch of my 3rd row, and I'm not going to complete it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the actual go through the loops with my other color, okay? And this is a little trick I learned so that you don't have color differentiation on your ends of your rows. So you can cut the cream now, chained up 2, turning my work, and now I'm just gonna work those 30 stitches for another 3 rows, and then meet me back and we'll work on the chest. I've gotten to my last stitch, so now I'm gonna get you to cut your yarn, but you are not gonna pull, you're gonna pull you are gonna pull your tail through your loop, but you're not gonna pull tight because we're gonna pick this out later, okay? Now going back to the stitches that you haven't crocheted yet, we are gonna take our main color and see where there's a stitch, we're gonna join there with our chain. So I just take my yarn, I hold it at the back, and I go through the loop and I chain up 2. Okay, that does not count as a stitch. I want you to pick up 20 half double crochets. So we're on our 20th stitch here. Okay, then we're going to chain up 2. Now what we're going to do, we're turning our work, we are going to decrease on each end so that your cat or your pet, if you decide to make this for a dog or a piglet or I don't know, whatever animal you're making it for, so they don't have all that bulk right in their chest area, right? So here's how we're going to decrease. We're going to go yarn over into the stitch, pull through. Yarn over into the next stitch, pull through. We have 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. We're going to go yarn over and go through all 5 of those loops. That has turned 2 stitches into 1. So I want you to continue, so that would count as 1 stitch. You're going to continue all the way down to your 17th stitch, and then you know to end on 18, which is how many you want in this row, you're going to have to stitch these 2 stitches together. I want you to repeat this for 2 more rows, okay? So this one counting as one of them, and then 1 more row after that, just because we're keeping in pattern with our design. So I'm at the last stitch, so I'm going to go yarn over into the stitch, pull through, yarn, then yarn over into that last stitch, pull through. Now, instead of going through with the cream, we're going to go through with the purple, because remember how I showed you that it makes your rows more defined. So we're going to use the purple, and again I just hold it at the back. We're going to go through all those loops, chain up 2. Okay, and you can tighten it, and then you can cut your cream color. Yes, there are going to be lots of threads to hide. That's the only unfortunate thing. And then we're going right into another decrease, and then now we're going to repeat just like we've been doing, decreasing until we're down to 10 stitches. So that should be 3 rows. And then meet me back. So I'm on my last stitch of my decreasing 3rd row. Now I'm going to reach across to the back portion, and we're going to slip stitch into that chain 2. But we're going to slip stitch with our cream color. Sorry, I'm doing this around a camera. Makes it a bit more challenging. And we're going to chain up 2. Make your loop big. And you can cut your purple. And you're done with your purple now. Going to the other side, remember that one I said don't pull tight? We're just going to undo that. Make the loop bigger. And we're gonna, this is on the back portion, we're gonna reach to that front portion and we are going to slip stitch with that tail. And it's fine that it's purple. We're all golden. Pull it through, pull tight, and I tuck that down the center so it's out of my way. So going back to our working yarn, yikes, we are once again going to work in spirals. So make sure your right side is facing you. And we're gonna just go around and around. We'll have 30 stitches now. We'll go round and round in spirals. So when you get to this end and you feel like you should slip stitch into the chain 2, just don't keep going into the next stitch, okay? Do that, meet me back. Okay, so I've got 3 rounds on both sides of my crochet hook. I'm gonna cut my yarn and now I'm gonna slip stitch into the next stitch and pull my chain or my tail. Oh my goodness, my fingers don't want to work. Pull it through the loop, pull tight. And that's it, guys. I mean, you still have to hide your threads and everything, but isn't it adorable? And then there's your little leg holes. And it's just so cute. Don't you think? Okay, so I am going to show you how to hide some threads. I just have to grab my needle. Okay, so this is how you hide the threads. You turn your project inside out and then thread the needle. And here's what I do. I'm only going through the back loops. I'm not going through the front of my work. And I go, and then I go a little bit back. So see how my yarn is coming out here? I go a little bit behind it, and then I go ahead of it for a few stitches. And I pull it through. You never want to distort your stitches. So I don't know if you noticed, but I was holding my work as I pulled. So my working yarn's coming out of here. I go a little bit behind it. And then I go through. And that, my friends, is how you hide your threads. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like. And if you aren't a follower of mine, if you're not one of my little gems, then for sure hit the subscribe. Leave a comment. I love to know in the comments where you're watching from. I always find that's very interesting. And check the description. I put all kinds of goodies in my description. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye now.